Coober Pedy. What an interesting and different place. Coober Pedy, the opal capital of the world. We're now coming into downtown Coober Pedy. Let's go take a look at that spaceship.
Okay.
The things you find in Coober Pedy.
Yep, they don't get rid of anything here, apparently.
I guess it was used in a movie, I just don't know which one. What did we think about our time in Coober Pedy? Well, to tell you the truth, it was a great stopover. Matter of fact, we stayed one extra day because we wanted to see so much. It's a really interesting place, but it kind of reminds me of the Old West. Why do I say that? Well, we took a real good tour yesterday, and the tour guide kind of explained to us it's like the Old West. The police tried to settle here around the 1920s, I think it was, and they had an original police station and the jail cell. Take a look at a picture of this. And then I guess the police didn't last too long around here because the miners and the people who made up Coober Pedy kind of policed themselves. I think it was 1976 that the police came back. Anyhow, our tour guide had some great stories about how people manage situations here. Again, it reminds me of the Old West. He kind of taught us about underground housing, and I got a few pictures and clips about that. Let's take a look at them. Now, how do you tell where the underground houses are? When you see the vents coming out of the rock, like right behind me, somebody's living there. I can't remember what the population of Coober Pedy was, but he told us about 60% of the people here live underground because the temperature stays constant at 21 or 22 degrees, even when they have long stretches of 50 degrees here in the summer. Whoa, just about lost my shot. If you take a look behind me, there's a drive-in movie screen, and I guess they have a movie there once a month. Lots of people show up to it and the parking lot gets filled. So we took a tour of the opal mines. Fascinating history. I really enjoyed that part of it. I don't completely understand it all, but it's a great tour to take, and I'm so glad we stayed behind to do that. Here's a typical miner's hut back in the day. Other than the opal mining, one of the things that was absolutely fantastic is the sunsets here. So on the third night we were here, we ended up taking a tour of this loop, and I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put it across the screen. It takes you by the dog fence and a place where they've shot Mad Max, Moon Plains, I think it's called. And then we went out to these lookout points for the sunset. Okay, we're going on a bit of a self-guided tour tonight.
We're taking a tin can on a tour.
So we're going to find a lookout for the sunsets.
The breakaways.
The breakaways, that's where we're going.
It's a conservation park.
And what we're coming up to right now is a dog fence. Well, let's go pull over and let's take a look at it. This here is the Australian dog fence. So this turns out to be the longest fence in the world at 5,600 kilometers. Now it started in 1880 with the ranchers trying to protect their sheep from the dingoes. But what ended up happening, in 1946, the Australian government started the Dog Fence Act. That's when they added 2,230 kilometers to this fence that made it the longest fence in the world at 5,600 kilometers. It's actually twice as long as the Great Wall of China.
Craig,
Yes.
Craig. Did you know that lots of TV shows and movies have been filmed right here around Coober Pedy in the Outback?
No, I didn't know that. Tell me more, Lucinda.
Okay, you probably know Outback Opal Hunters, and Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome was filmed around here, but also the cult classic Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, was filmed right around here. Now you know.
One thing I found completely awesome around here, and I'll show you some videos and clips. Take a look at the golf course they have here in Coober Pedy. So we had to take a stop today at the Coober Pedy golf course. Let's take a look. Another thing that surprised us quite a bit is how affordable it is here in Coober Pedy. So far in the past 5 weeks that we've been touring Australia, Coober Pedy has the best price on meals, accommodation, entertainment, drinks. It was actually really affordable to stay here. Now in our couple days of being here, you can tell that Coober Pedy's had some better days. I think the amount of active miners here right now is around 100, and there used to be about 17 or 1800 miners here. You can tell the town is slowing down there because there's lots of for sale signs, and I guess the only bank that was here has closed down. The people we met here were super friendly. It was a really great stay. We stayed at the Oasis Park there, and it's a really nice campground, just walking distance to everything. Well, I guess everything's walking distance around here. So what do we think? Would we come back here again? Would we recommend anyone else to come to Coober Pedy? For sure. What a great stopover. Just for a couple days though. I don't know how well I'd do at staying here long term. But yeah, this is a stopover to take. Time to get back on the road. The Stewart Highway, North Alice Springs. Let's get going.